this is D-Vang. Welcome to episode 98 of the Outlaw Joseph Scott's. Yes, 98, getting closer to the magic 100. And yes, we have an episode this week. It is a town episode where Annabelle and Joseph are returning from their latest adventure to get into town. So we'll have to see how that goes for them this week. I don't know how much we're going to have in the next week or two with all the holidays. So I hope this goes well for you. I'm going to try to get something next week, at least one more episode, some point during the holidays. So let's get to the episode. Enjoy.
And here we are, getting ready to go back to town with Annabelle and Joseph. We don't have to worry about any Darkstone icons, because all of their Darkstone is in the tomb chest, and they each have 2 ornate cases for their weapons. And they don't have any other Darkstone, any other items with Darkstone. The one additional card they have is the Rune of Darkness, which I have gone ahead and slotted into the open spot of Annabelle's cavalry saber for now, just so she doesn't have to roll, and we'll have to see what we want to do with that. So we have 6 pieces of Darkstone in the tomb chest. Alright, and not a lot left. So let's go ahead and check for our travel hazards. Again, we are going to go to a large town, trying to find a blacksmith one of these days. They had one a little while ago, but then didn't get another one for those Darkstone bullets. So definitely 1 travel hazard per person. Now let's see if we have additional ones. So we have 1 additional one. 1 additional travel hazard. So let's go ahead and see what we get. Let's do, again, red will be the, do red and purple. Red will be the first digit. So we have a 55, which is a massacred wagon train. You come across the twisted wreckage and broken bodies of a wagon train, torn apart by creatures. Each hero can decide to pass it by without looking too close, or to sift through the gore to look for anything useful. If you search the massacre, make a luck 5+ test. If failed, lose 1 sanity permanently, and you are scarred by the horror of the things you find. If you pass, roll a d6 to see what you find. Alright, by the way, this was Annabelle's. Annabelle rolled, she got 2, and Joseph got 1. That is important because Annabelle has the Tradaran Stallion, which lets her use 1 grit to personally ignore the effects of a travel hazard. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. She can just do it for even the one that's rolled for Joseph. But so we have the massacred wagon train. If you fail, you lose 1 sanity permanently. All right. Well, let's go ahead and make the luck test. Joseph has 4 luck. Luck 5+. He succeeds. And what does he find? He finds a 4. He gets a gear card, which I will get in a moment. And Annabelle has a luck of 3 for a 5+. She succeeds. And she is a 2, so she also gets a gear card. Okay, and Joseph finds a fallen gunfighter's pistol. 6 range, 3 shots. Once per turn, you can take 3 wounds, ignoring defense, to add +2 damage to a hit. Okay. And Annabelle finds some rope. Once per turn, you can roll 2 extra dice for a school test after each use breaks on a d6 roll of 1 or 2. Alright, well that doesn't weigh anything. So sure, she can do some rope. The Fallen Gunfighter's pistol, I don't think it's better than the Executioner's pistol, especially since she can't afford to take too many wounds. So that's probably just going to be something, but it's another 550 that we can sell for, so good. Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. Next is a 66. That's probably not good. Traveler on the road. During your travels, you encounter a stranger along the road. This result may not be canceled, rerolled, or canceled. Roll once on the chart below to see what type of stranger you have run into. Rolling on this chart may also not be re-rolled. Okay, so let's see what kind of... We get a 2, the Scarlet Shadow. Before you see it coming, the stranger draws on you, and you see his face is covered in a red bandana. Any hero in the posse that is keyword outlaw, or that has 4 or more corruption points, immediately loses d6 times $50. Well, that would be both. Joseph is an outlaw, and Annabelle has 5 corruption. As she robs from the corrupt to give to those in need. Okay. So that would be 2d6 times 50. So, well, that's not bad. So 4 times 50 is 200. So they lose 200. That's not a big deal. Excuse me. All right. And the third travel hazard. We have double 1s. Well, what do you know? What do you expect? Double 6s to double 1s. And a 50. We rolled a 55 too for the first one. It's doubles day. All right, and this is possession. As you settle in for the night, there's an odd chill in the air. With contorted face and twisted form, one of the posse is possessed by a vile demon, lashing out and speaking in tongues before regaining control. You will all die before the might of the Ancient Ones. Your soul will burn. Belial will have his revenge. The hero that rolled this result, which I guess I should have mentioned that it was, I was going to do Annabelle, Joseph, Annabelle, so this would be Annabelle's. Immediately loses 1 sanity permanently and must roll a d6. On a 1, 2, or 3, you must also roll once on the Madness chart. Annabelle will spend a grit to cancel because of her Tridar and Stallion. She will cancel that, personally cancel that event, because that is for her. And it says, use 1 grit to personally ignore the immediate effects of a travel hazard. And then that would be the immediate effects. Yeah, that would be both the sanity loss and the Madness chart roll. So, okay. Well, that was worth it to pick up that Tridar and Stallion. Town. All right. So they finally get to town. Now, what kind of town is it? That is always a good question. It is a 7. It is a standard frontier town. So nothing special there. All right. So let's see what kind of buildings we have here at this standard town. We have a mutant quarter. We have a saloon. We have a frontier outpost. We have a church. We have a sheriff's office. We have a doctor's office. We have a gambling hall. And there's one more left. And guess what? We don't have a blacksmith again. Let's see if I can draw it. And I swear I am not looking. Completely random. I don't know which one of these, 5 we have left? 6 tokens we have left? He's going to be the blacksmith. Or it might even be only 4. 4 or 5. I think there's 5. And I draw a general store. So, once again, no blacksmith. That is elusive. There really is a curse. There really is a curse. All right. Well, so, plans. What are our plans? Well, obviously, doctor's office to get rid of corruption for both of them. Joseph has 3. Frontier outpost to rob the bank. We don't really have enough to comfortably purchase the pistol or the belt for Joseph. So, Joseph may want to go to the saloon, but that's really all I think we want to do. Annabelle's not particularly great at gambling, so getting money isn't going to be all that useful for her. So she can do, well, just a doctor's office, and looks like we're pretty good for gear. Looks like we used up 1 herbs last time, but we can get that at the doctor's office. I think this is actually going to be kind of a boring time, unfortunately for us. We have this Fallen Gunfighter's pistol, which we will sell for the $550. I don't think we have to sell anything else at the moment. Trying to think of what else we want to do. I can't think of anything else. I think they'll both go to the doctor's office day 1 to get their corruption removed. I think that is probably the best thing to do before, in case something goes wrong, let's get that corruption, because Annabelle certainly cannot afford to get much more in the way of corruption points. So, what happens to Annabelle at the doctor's office? A 7, nothing. Joseph rolls a 5, which is dirty tools. So surgery is made at -1. Neither one of them is getting surgery done. So Annabelle's going to get rid of 4 of her 5 corruption. Leave 1 corruption. That's $400. Expensive. And then what happens? She does not take any wounds. So that's good. Joseph is going to spend $300 to get rid of all 3 of his. And he does take some wounds. In the box would be good. He's going to take 4 wounds. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. And then we will spend another $125 to get some herbs back. So they both have 1 whiskey, 2 tonics, and 2 herbs. And Annabelle's also going to spend the $10 for the anti-venom injection, which will be, hasn't actually been all that useful recently, but there have been times, obviously, when it has become very useful. So, but I think that's it for day 1. So they're going to spend their $10 for the hotel. Is there an event? There is not, although that was awfully close. And then Joseph, let's see if he has been recognized and how badly. He's only got 1, so he's only slightly recognized. Easily affordable. Alright, so day 2, it's Frontier Outpost. And then what can Annabelle do? Is there anything at this sheriff's office that she might want to do. Oh, she could go there and get the bounty. Sure. I don't know that that's all that important. Yeah, you know, so we're just trying to build up some money. Is it worth her trying to go to the saloon or the gambling hall? I think the saloon might just simply be easier. Well, except her cunning's kind of crappy. It's only a 2. Her lore is a 3, and if we give her the pipe, her lore would be a 4. The gambling hall gives us the Devil's Wheel, or the Brimstone Craps. Sure, she'll go to the gambling hall. Let's give it a shot. Oh, and she has no grit to re-roll. I think she's actually going to leave. I don't think. Actually, you know what? She can go to the church. Because she could pray. Get a blessing. No, actually, you know what? No, she's gonna leave. She's gonna leave ahead of Joseph, doing his somewhat evil evil thing where he's gonna rob. He's gonna go ahead and rob the frontier outpost. So, no need to have her deal with any of that. So, let's see what happens with Joseph at the outpost. So a 6 is a hanging. He loses 1 grit. Luckily, he starts with 2. So he still has 1 for... Oh, you know, she could have gone... Actually, I take that back. She's going to go to the outpost, and she's going to spend the 500 to train. That is something that would be nice for her to do. So 3 times... So she gets 75 experience. I know that's, you know, $500, so it is you digging into our money a little bit, but the experience would be good to get her, you know, continue getting her leveled up. All right, so Joseph's going to hold up the outpost bank. Agility 5+ test. He has a 6 agility. He gets 2. He will go ahead and spend a grit to re-roll these. Alright, so he gets 4. Excellent. You know, I'm not going to spend any... we just need money. I'm not going to worry about the Darkstone. We got 6. That's going to be decent if we can ever find a blacksmith. So this is all money. So it's a D6 times 50. And there were no 1s, so there's... for the test. Means there's not a lot of money. So 6 and 4 is 10. So 500 gold. Blah. That wasn't all that great. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So end of the day, because I don't think they're going to do anything else there. Let's see if there's a town event. There is a town event. So, what is the event? The event is a 4, a fire. D3 random town locations are closed, but that's fine because they are not actually going to stay. So, well, that is it for for this town episode. I'm sorry it was kind of short. There's not a lot that we wanted to do here in town, especially without the blacksmith. So we are, Joseph's going to go in with a few wounds, but we managed to get rid of all our corruption. Or all the corruption we needed. Again, no blacksmith, so that is what that is. Again, there's a curse in the Brimstone area on all smiths, so there are no smiths. But there you have it. With the holidays coming up, next weekend being Christmas, I don't know if I will have a video. I might. We'll have to see how everything susses out there. I would like to, but I don't know. And of course, the following weekend is New Year's. So again, with family and traveling and everything, it may not be possible for me to get a video up for you. I'm hoping I'll get at least one somewhere in there, and it might even be kind of between them. I don't know. If I don't get something up next weekend, hope everybody has happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Have a fun time. I appreciate everybody who's stuck with me through the years so far, and have subscribed and commented. I know things have been a little bit crazy this year a bit for me, and I know I've kind of been off and on getting episodes made. I feel bad about it, but real life trumps everything, and I've had various things going on, but I am glad for people that have stuck with me, and the community has grown slowly, or at least the number of subscribers, and so I do appreciate that. I am hoping that I may be able to go back to adding content at some point, continuing with the Knights of the Round, and potentially playing at least a review or a demo of a few other cooperative games that I like to play. But that's I need to be able to do this consistently first, to keep doing this, since this is what you are all here for right now. So that is certainly my goal, and if I can continue to do this, excuse me, a little more consistently, then I can see if I have the pep to get a few more other videos out, even if they're kind of inconsistent one-offs that may just show up. We'll see. That will be kind of a New Year's resolution for me, is being able to give you guys some more content. I am working on trying to get something for the 100th episode, so cross your fingers that I'll be able to get you something interesting, even if it's a extra large, extra long mission or something. I've got some ideas, and I am working on it. That will not be until after New Year's. I expect, even if I manage to get one video out, obviously we still have a few numbers left before we hit 100. But definitely that something a little bit special will be for the 100th video or thereabouts. So, but we will see what that is after the holidays. So again, happy holidays, everybody. If I don't put something up, a special up next week around Christmas time. And thank you again for all of your support. And I will talk to you later. Bye.